It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. From the 38. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. This one finds the fullback. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. He's on the move. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back in the line.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play. It very much feels like a sack for that defense. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Panthers nothing.
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Complete, it's Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Caught by Flowers. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They go play action on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now, first round. Brought in right side. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, Stroud. It is caught left side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. And it's the Panthers, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Catch is made in close. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offense offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Throwing from the gun here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Ball at the 33 for first down. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. All right, here we go. Second down. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to the well again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. They send him left out of the slot. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. From the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the back. Oh, he loses the football. Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On first down, they'll run. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Another carry for him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Carolina! Weavis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8. Weavis ready to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. All in left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down, 1 yard to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They go play action here. He's on the move. Olave with the catch. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Finding Flowers. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. They're going play action. On the move, headed right. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed. Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running this one left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Saints grab it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Slot man motioned over. He'll throw it. Into the hands of Olave. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Saints facing a 5-point deficit. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They pitch it to him. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll go down here at the 16. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and they cashed in when it really mattered.
That was to push this to a field goal game, Brock, but still, they have the lead with very little time left on the clock.
And now, Kate, you just need to prevent some type of Music City miracle play on this kickoff. Squib it, boot it, put it through the uprights on the other, and whatever it takes. Just don't give them life. Don't set them up for any type of miracle.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Every eye in this place, Brock, now staring right at Harrison Mevis. It's from 35 yards away. The kick is good. He got it. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.